What's up everyone, my name is Sal Cincotta, Canon Explorer of Light, and today I'm gonna walk you through step by step how to balance flash and natural light. All right, so you might be wondering, why would you even wanna do this? Well, there's plenty of scenarios where we're outdoor shooting, we're shooting with natural or available light, and we want a little bit of life in the eyes, right? Maybe they've got deep set eyes, we don't want them to have raccoon eyes, or they're just standing in open shade. We need something in there, but we don't want it to look artificial. That's a comment I hear from a ton of photographers as they're learning flash, that it looks too fake. So I'm gonna show you step by step how to do it. It's super easy once you do it. Follow along. I'm sure the first time you do it, you're gonna be like, okay, it seems a little complicated, but I promise you, with a little bit of practice, it's super easy to do. First thing you're gonna need is a light meter. So for this, I'm using a Sekonic L478D as my light meter. Now, don't get overwhelmed by light meter. Yes, you could probably try and eye this up, but it's never gonna look the same. So, first thing I want to do is get the ambient light reading that is hitting violet over here, okay? So let's go over there and do that. I'm going to set my light meter up for ambient light, not flash, and everything's going to be done in manual mode for the flash. So I'm setting my ISO. I can set all the defaults here. You'll see that on your screen. ISO 100, shutter speed 200th of a second. So what's my f-stop? So I'm going to put this up to her. What's my f-stop? So as I put it here right on her chin, I'm at 2.8 flat. Okay, so now that's step one, super easy. Now I'm gonna make an adjustment in the light meter to test for flash. So I need a meter reading now off my flash. Okay, so what I'm gonna do here, let me show you. So I'm gonna do now is we're gonna change this to flash, and now you can see ISO still 100, shutter speed 1/200th of a second, because I wanna be at 200 or less, because that's the sync speed of the camera. Now we need our f-stop. Now we already know that it was f2.8, and that's what we want with flash, and that'll give us a properly balanced image. Does it have to be exactly 2.8? No, but I don't wanna move up a stop, right? So, or else there's gonna be a discrepancy between the background and our subject, and I want them to blend a little bit more. So I'm gonna work on getting that flash at about a power of 2.8, maybe 3.0, somewhere in that range, and we're gonna get a very pleasing image. So I wanna show you what this image is gonna look like with no flash at the settings we have. So I'm shooting in manual mode. Let's talk about gear for a second here. So I am using a Canon EOS R5 and a 2870 f2. I'm in manual mode. My ISO is 100, my shutter speed 200th of a second, and I'm setting my aperture to f2.8. I'm gonna take that shot with no flash. All right, so here we go. Just sweep that eye just a little bit. Chin out and down for me. Chin this way just a dinch. Yep, love that. Beautiful. 1, 2. Looking right at me. 1, 2. Gorgeous. And what you're seeing on screen is a well-balanced image. It looks really good. But what I do want is a little bit more even lighting on her face. I want a little bit of pop in her eye. I want that kind of catch light in her eye. And so now I'm gonna add flash to this. What am I using? You could use a speed light. You could use a strobe. You don't need a lot of power here. We're not looking to overpower the environment. We're just looking to get a nice blended image where the ambient and flash look as one. So it's not looking flashy, right? It's not looking fake. So let's do that. For this, now I'm using an FJ200, right? So we don't need a whole lot of power for this with an octabox on it. Why an octabox, not bare bulb? Because I want it to be a big, soft light source, which is gonna be more pleasing on our skin and our subject overall in general. So let's do it. All right, so now we're gonna do is test for the flash, right? So we've got our flash here just off camera right. I'm now gonna put this up at her chin and fire the flash. I'm getting a meter reading of 3.2. So a little bit too much power. I'm gonna dial this down a little bit, okay, retest, and now I'm getting exactly 2.8. So now what I'm gonna do, now I've gotten both those meter readings, they match up. Now I'm gonna shoot with my camera set to manual mode, f2.8, ISO 100, 200th of a second. Now let's see what this shot looks like. And we should be ready to go. Chin this way just a little bit, right there, 1, 2. Now you're seeing the difference between that first image with no flash and the second image with flash, right? Her face is better illuminated, nice even lighting across it, and I really like the way that's looking. So you've got to decide for yourself what you want, but now that I'm dialed in, I know that I can probably maintain this distance, maintain this power setting, and move around and get a whole bunch of different shots of her where we're getting a beautifully illuminated, professional looking portrait. So give it a try. I think you'll like it. Let me get shooting here. We'll show you a little more results. Gorgeous. 1, 2. Love this. Stay there, Brandy. Can you look at me? All right, so now I've moved her, so I have to reset because the lighting will have changed here. So now I'm getting the natural light reading off her chin, and we're at 2.2 off her chin. So now I've got to adjust power on the flash and adjust the setting, move back over to flash. And once you get the hang of this, this is super easy and quick to get going. But what it's gonna do It's gonna save you a ton of time in post-production, and it's gonna make your images look a lot better, okay? So now I'm gonna fire this. Remember what we said, it's 2.2, so I need to get that flash to 2.2. So I'm gonna bump up the power here from the trigger, and her distance, my light has changed, and this is now matching ambient. It's actually a little bit brighter, it's 2.4, and I think that's gonna be okay. So let's do that. Remember, it's not bad for a little extra light on the face, because ultimately that's where we want our eye to go. Your eye will always go to the brightest part of an image. So now everything's set on camera. I'm in manual mode on camera, okay? Here we go, I'm gonna take a test shot, full body here, 1, 2, and it's just hard not to love this. Okay, here we go, 1, 2, gorgeous. Okay, so let me get a shot here without it so you can see on camera what we're looking at with no flash versus what we're looking at with flash. And it's not gonna be this huge difference. It's subtle enough, which is what you're looking for here, right? This is the entire point of this video. We don't want to create this dramatic difference between ambient and flash, which to me, those would be dark, dramatic, moody portraits. This is just your way of balancing flash and ambient so that it looks more natural. And I'm gonna zoom in on some of these pictures so you can see the difference. It is very, very subtle, but it's that easy to do. Flash is on a low power setting. We can now cruise and get a ton of different shots without moving, and everything's gonna look like it's natural light, okay? So I'm gonna keep shooting, I'll keep showing you the results. Break one of the wrists so they're not, yeah, there you go. Or just one, yeah. I like the asymmetry. Beautiful. Love that violet, stunning. Guys, that's how you do it. Super easy, give it a chance. I know using a light meter sometimes can feel overwhelming, but it doesn't have to be. You see how quick and easy we're able to do it. It's a 2-step process, but once you do it, you are off to the races, and you're gonna make your images look much more natural, but they're gonna look much more professional in the face and eyes when you bring them to life. We'll see you in the next video.